5 steps to the table, 3 words left to say. I knew when I walked in I wouldn't leave today. The air is thick with smoke and the history of lies, and every man in this room has the devil in his eyes. The whiskey is cheap, but the price is too high. I look at my hand and I know I must die. The dealer is laughing, he knows my intent. Every dime that I've carried, every minute I've spent. The clock on the wall doesn't move or agree. Time is just standing and staring at me. I place the last sovereign, the final demand, with a cigarette trembling between my hands. You can pray to the saints, you can call on the sky, but the only thing answering is the reason why. The silence is screaming, the tension is raw, and my heart is a hammer against the law. When the 6th bell rings, no, it won't be for a wedding. It's the sound of the end. It won't be for a wedding. It's the sound of the end. The life you are shedding is the whisper of fate. The cards turning over, it's too late, my friend. You can't start over. The 6th bell rings. It won't be for a wedding. It's the sound of the end. The life you are shedding is the whisper of fate. The cards turning over, it's too late, my friend. You can't start over. I watch the dealer's finger move slow on the felt. I measure the pain that I've already dealt. If I lose this hand, I lose more than the gold. I lose the small hope I was told to hold. The shadows are dancing beneath the lamplight. They know who is winning and whose is the fight. I look at the man who is taking my score. He looks back at me saying there is no more. You can pray to the saints, you can call on the sky, but the only thing answering is the reason why. The silence is screaming, the tension is raw, and my heart is a hammer against the law. When the 6th bell rings, no, it won't be for a wedding. Where's the sound of the end? It won't be for a wedding. It's the sound of the end. The life you are shedding is the whisper of fate. The cards turning over, it's too late, my friend. You can't start over. The 6th bell rings. It won't be for a wedding. It's the sound of the end. The life you are shedding is the whisper of fate. The cards turning over, it's too late, my friend. You can't start over. I take my hat and I dust off my coat. I feel the silence swelling in my throat. There are no accidents, only designs. I walk out the door and I leave the old sign. sombras largas me siguen aquí. Un paso adelante, dos hacia mí. El suelo cruje como un secreto gris. La luna es testigo de lo que perdí. No hay tiempo, no hay fin, solo el eco de un violín. Bailar en la sombra, perderme en tu fuego, un tango de locura, donde arde el deseo. Bailar en la sombra, entre la piel y el hielo, un paso hacia el caos y el alma en duelo. Tus ojos cuchillos cortando el ayer. El aire espeso sabe a querer. Cenizas flotan como sueños de papel. La noche susurra un tango cruel. No hay reglas, no hay fe, solo un ritmo que nos ve. Bailar en la sombra, perderme en tu fuego, un tango de locura, donde arde el deseo. Bailar en la sombra, entre la piel y el hielo, un paso hacia el caos y el alma en duelo. Sunday suit still smells like smoke. Dust on the Bible, lip of the joke. You kiss the metal tacked to your chest. Say a small prayer for a bigger mess. Boots on the table, mud in the seams, gun oil and sugar spilling between. Your brother's razor shines in the seam. One no whisper, all gone in a blink. Red right dawn coming over black spline houses. All that's gone sleeps beneath these crooked stones. I give your own, but I wore your name like armor. Red right dawn, and it finds me standing alone. You count the deaths in a cracked glass frame, dead men's faces lined up with your name. I laugh in the hallway, sharp as a match. Every promise written to scratch. There's blood in the bread on the table tonight. There's dirt in the wine that we drink for delight. Tell me, my love, does the stain fit the crack? Or are we just dogs chasing the chime? Coming over black spine houses. All that's gone sleeps beneath these crooked stones. I did you wrong, but I wore your name like armor. Red right on, and it finds me standing when the river runs thin to our post. So away each whispered sin, when the judge and the hangman are one in the skin. My father's watch tastes like a fuse, hands stuck at midnight, choosing for you. The choir in the chapel sings out of tune. Even then mercy comes too soon. Rain, right, coming over back spine houses. All that's done sleeps beneath these crooked stones. I leave you on, but I wore your name like armor. Red right on, and it finds me standing low. Slow walk from my graveyard gate, smoking low ash on your face. You take my hand like a loaded gun, red right dawn, and the day has just begun.
I built a house out of paper dreams, each fold a promise, each crease a scream. You lit a match, whispered, let it burn. I stayed to watch, but I'll never learn. You left your shadow in the hallway light. You danced on the walls through the longest night. I reached for you, but you weren't there. Just the scent of goodbye hanging in the air. Tell me how it feels to run when you're the bullet and I'm the gun. I'm shatterproof, so I lied, but every crack shows what I hide. You left me broken, left me bare, but I'm still standing, gasping air. They stitched my silence, stole my sleep. I wear the scars like a second skin, a map of the war I couldn't win. Your love was quicksand, it pulled me down. I kicked and screamed, but I still drowned. The weight of us, it was too much. A fragile heart, a reckless touch.
Foot on the gas, ghost in the glass, heartbeat counting too fast, too fast, too fast. Blood on my knuckles, name on the fire. They drew the circle, I crossed the line. Face in the mirror, eyes like a gun. I lost the heaven, kept every sin I want. Every door that I kick in leaves another scar behind. Every shadow that I live in knows I'm running out of time. I'm too fast to fall, too hard to break, racing through the fire like it's yesterday. I traded every promise for a trigger and a call. If the world goes black, I'll outrun it all. Too fast to fall, too fast to fall. Bills on the table, stamped with my name. You can buy mercy, but it won't change the game. Smoking the whole way, glass on the floor. Every goodbye sounds like a war. Every breath is a countdown, every heartbeat's keeping score. Every saint I ever let down haunts me when I kick that door. I'm too fast to fall, too hard to break, racing through the fire like it's yesterday. I traded every promise for a trigger and a call. If the world goes black, I'll outrun it all. Too fast to fall, too fast to fall. If I slow down, will the bullets catch my name? If I lie down, will the dark remember flame? I don't pray now, I just bargain with the pain. If this is how it plays out, I'll take the loss, I'll take the blame. One step, one breath, too hot, hard drum, war cry, no sleep, just fight. I'm too fast to fall, too hard to break, running through the wreckage like it's fate to chase. I traded every promise for a trigger and a call. If the sky caves in, I'll be standing tall. I'm too fast to fall, I'm too fast to fall. I'm too fast to fall, too hard to break, racing through the fire, let the city shake. I buried every secret in the barrel and the brawl. If the night comes back, I'll outrun it all. Too fast to fall, too fast to fall, too fast, too fast to fall at all. A shattered glass on the velvet floor, heartbeats echo but love's no more. Her perfume lingers, assassin in the air. Memories haunt me, I pull up a chair. The moon's a witness, got secrets it won't spill. Tears on my cheek like rain on a windowsill. The clock's a lie, it don't heal, it just kills. Time's a slow thief, robbing fields for cheap thrills. Her voice a ghost in the static hum. Tried to run from the past, but my feet stay numb. Glass hearts break loud, the silence roars. Love cuts deep, leaves open sores. Tried to glue it back, but the cracks won't close. Glass hearts break loud, that's how it goes. Spoken riddle, she twisted my tongue. Left my words hanging unsung. Cried out her name, the walls just shrugged. The echoes laugh, but the pain still tugs. A mixtape of moments scratched in. The soundtrack of love now broken. I'm the DJ of sorrow, spinning regrets. Every verse a confession, my sins in cassettes. Oh, oh, oh.
City breathing like a wounded beast. Blood on the snow and the neon heat. Echoes of a name that I don't speak, but I hear it in the sirens calling me. Jacket on the chair, gun on the glass, ring in the door with the shattered past. Haunted by the promise that I couldn't keep. Every step I take, digging 6 feet deep. You can run from the war you made, but your ghosts keep pace, never fade. I've been burned, I've been marked by flames. Now they're carving me a throne in the grave. I got shadow in my veins, fire in my scars. Every wound I ever took turned into armor on my heart. If this is how it ends, then I'll go through the dark. Like a spark, I got shadow in my veins. Shadow in my veins. Cash in a bag, one last train out. But the tracks run back to the same old route. Can't wash off what I've become. That's the price you pay when you outrun the sun. I see faces in the rearview glass, silent accusations from a shattered past. Every line on my hands like a tally mark, every favor road pulling me apart. You can hide in another town, grow your hair, change your name, lay low, but the sins that you carry around know the smell of your fear, they know. I've got shadow in my veins, scars, every wound I ever took turned into armor on my heart. If this is how it ends, then I'll go through the dark with the reaper at my back. And your name like a spark, I got shadow in my veins. Taught to pull the trigger first, but love made me hesitate, and that's what hurts, that's what hurts. Now the dogs are on the trail and the road runs red with every step I take. dark, I got shadow in my veins. Shadow in my veins. One last shot in the pouring rain. One last breath as I speak your name. If the devil comes to take his claim, he'll find nothing left but shadow in my veins. On the bar top, last glass has left, last call. Card game in the corner, every eye on the door, on the fall. Blood in the sink of the back room, cold coin stuck to my palm. Dealer says the night is loaded, I just raise my chin, stay calm. Sunset. Then sunrise, I burn, then I rise. Walk through the smoke with the gunpowder eyes. If I lose this life, I'll haunt these skies. Sunset. Sunrise, I burn, and then I rise. razor, my shadow stitched to his heel. Says I owe him gold and silver, says he's here to make a deal. Lambs hung low like a warning, whole town holds its breath. Jukebox croons a crooked hymn to the beautiful, brutal dead. Sunset then sunrise, I burn, then I rise. Walk through the smoke with the gunpowder eyes. If I lose this alive, I'll haunt these skies. Sunset, then sunrise, I burn, then I rise. I've worn every mask in the mirror, saint, sinner, borrowed king. All that's left is bone and fever, and a vow that still can sting. You can carve my fate in leather, you can hang it in the rain. I will crawl out of the river dripping ash and your old name. Sunset, then sunrise, I burn, then I rise. Walk through the smoke with a gunpowder eyes. If I lose this alive, I'll haunt these skies. Sunset, then sunrise, I burn, then I rise.
Smoke on the ceiling, coats by the door, mud on the laces, blood on the floor. You say it's business, I call it war. You kiss my forehead, then count to 4. Every promise stamped in black and blue. Every story comes back to you. Knives under the pillow, dreams under the bed, prayers on a matchbox, names in my head. If the devil wants his cut, he can take my shadow, but he won't find me sleeping with knives under the pillow. Coins on the table, gun in the sink, whiskey for breakfast, too scared to blink. Play the prophet, dressed up in ink. You call it progress, I'll watch you sink. Everyone enfolded in your coat, every secret caught in your throat. Knives under the pillow, dreams under the bed, prayers on a matchbox, names in my head. If the devil wants his cut, he can take my shadow, but he won't find me sleeping with knives under the pillow. You say trust me while the windows rattle. You say hush now as the horses scatter. All these ghosts in second-hand suits, all these saints with mud on their boots. Oh! Knives under the pillow, dreams under the bed, prayers on a matchbox, names in my head. If the devil wants his cut, he can take my shadow, but he won't find me sleeping with knives under the pillow. Smoke on the ceiling, boots by the door. If they come calling, they'll find the floor. You leave the lamp on, I kill the glow. You sleep like a baby, I never let go.
I walked where the ground was cracked and dry, a ghost of myself beneath the blood-red sky. The air whispered secrets it stole from the dead. Every step I took, I shed what I've been fed. The wind said you're nothing at all, but the stars murmured louder, rise before you fall. From the ashes I rise, phoenix in the dust. Every scar is a story, every tear a trust. I was madness, I was fire, I was broken and torn, but I'm not who I was, no, I'm reborn. I'm reborn. The desert sang low, a hymn of despair. The cactus held secrets, roots tangled in prayer. I drank from the moon, her silver so cold, and I felt my heart thaw where it had been sold. The wind said you're nothing at all, but the stars murmured louder, rise before you fall. From the ashes I rise, phoenix in the dust. Every scar is a story, every tear a trust. I was madness, I was fire, I was broken and torn, but I'm not who I was, no, I'm reborn. I'm
Black match in my teeth, rough smoke in my lungs, boot prints in the mud where your bright white church once hung. I keep my sins in a small tin box, click shut, cold pocket close to my heart. You keep your saints in a stained glass slide, watch them bleed when the daylight starts. I walk out slow, through the flame and the quiet. Crowned in wire, let the sky spit ash, let the bells catch fire. Braided gunpowder prayer. Back from bad moon, cards on the floor. King with a cracked gold smile says, son, you can keep what you carry out. So I grin and I stay a while. There's a name carved deep in the barroom wood, yours over mine like a brand on bone. I drag my thumb till my fingerprints gone, still the splinters feel like home. I walk out slow, through the flame and the quiet. Crown and wire, let the sky spit ash, let the bells catch fire. Braided gunpowder press. chord? Who strikes the match? Every oath I swore had to hit a hidden hatch. If your God won't speak to a crooked tongue, I'll speak for both of us when the ropes have hung. Oh. I walk out slow through the flame and the choir. Crowned in wire, let the sky spit ash, let the bells catch fire. Braided gunpowder prayer. Step by step past the broken spire. Crowned in wire, lip touch kiss to the smoking air. I'm almost there.
Gold turns to rust in the devil's palm. Shadows hum a hymn, a forgotten song. Velvet sky stitched with a needle of stars. I chased fame on a highway, left my soul in the car. Rattlesnake whispers on a wind, sharp tongue. Every tale of glory leaves a heart unstrung. Dresses drag dust, a trail of old sins. In the mirror of fame, my reflection thins. Dust and velvet, my crown and curse. Every dream I stitch now feels rehearsed. What's the cost of a name they chant? A ghost in the desert, fame's revenant.
Whiskey kiss nights, neon lights, something cold. Lips taste of ashes, love bought and sold. The moon keeps secrets the sun won't know. In the glow of the spotlight, shadows grow.
Lovers like tumbleweeds rolling on by. Eyes that promise heaven, hearts that lie. The vultures circle where the roses bloom. Every stage a grave, every cheer a tomb. Cactus hearts bleed through the sands of time. Every note I sing, a funeral chime.
sleep. Name in your mouth, knife up the reed. Cold pine, warm gun, house lights come undone. You say my name like a dare, like a spell. Every toast in this town tastes like farewell. Game Ember, burning through the blackout sky. You draw the circle, I just step inside. If we go under, we go with our collars high. Game Ember, teach a dead man how to die. Pick your poison, pick your side. I already picked my alibi. Endgame Ember, burning through the blackout sky. You draw the circle, I just step inside. If we go under, we go with our collars high. Endgame Ember, teach a dead man how to die. Paper crown, oh yeah. One spot, two graves, three shots, no saints. Count back, you'll find every scar sign. Endgame Ember, burning through the blackout sky. You draw the circle, I just step inside. If we go under, we go with our collars high. Endgame Ember, teach a dead man how to die. Ash on my teeth, blood on my sleeve. You say remember, I just say leave. Endgame Ember, glow and fade. Last slow drag on the hand we play. Black suit, blood cuff, last laugh, not enough. Took bets on the worst way out, rust in the rain on your crooked mount. You lit your smoke from a burning house, said watch it fall, I'm fine for now. You carved jokes in the bathroom stall, names and dates like a roll call. Glass on the floor, boots down the hall, every goodbye felt 2 feet tall. Laughter after tears, ash in our mouths for years. We drink to the wreck, toast every scar on your neck. Laughter after tears, we crown our petty fears. You say it's all a game, but you still choke on my name. You wear grief like a Sunday coat, holes in the sleeves, pills in the throat. Silver flask in your father's hand, he passed it down like a wedding band. Fists on the table, who hit first? Your smile sharp as a Sunday curse. Saints on the wall with their faces burned, they never watched the way we learned. Laughter after tears, ash in our mouths for years. We drink to the wreck, toast every scar on your neck. Laughter after tears, we crown our petty fears. You say it's all a game, but you still choke on my name. You said, pick a side, pick a side, pick a side. Hey! But the line moved every time you lied. We danced in the smoke, in the smoke, in the smoke. Every promise just another joke. Hey. Bare bow swinging in the hallway. Shadows long but the night stays. You kiss my cheek like a pack made, then spit my taste in the ashtray. You laugh too hard at the funeral wake, red eyes bright from the pills you take. You whisper hell's just an inside joke, then cough up truth in a spiral of smoke. Laughter after tears, ash in our mouths for years. We drink to the wreck, toast every scar on your neck. Laughter after tears, we crown our petty fears. You say it's all a game, but you still choke on my name. Yeah. Last call, cheap grin, bad blood, good sin. One more dark cheer, laughter after tears.
Dust in my throat, gold in my veins. I chase the stars, now I'm chained to the plane. Fame's a siren, her song's a blade. Cut through the heart, now I'm digging my grave. Ghost town whisper, shadows creep. Riches I saw, but the price runs deep. Mirror's a liar, her lips don't move, but the cracks in her smile say I've nothing to prove. They crown me with fire, they roll me in haze. The lights burn bright, but they set me ablaze. once made of stone. I dance with the devil, now I stand alone. Whispers of love, they blew through the trees, but they left me cold, like a ghost in the breeze. Lovers are vultures, circling slow. They peck at your soul when there's nowhere to go. I traded my tears for a crown of gold. Now my story's a legend, but it's one never told.
The print on the glass, you talk like a confession, dressed up as a laugh, silk tie like a tourniquet, full tag round the truth. You say mercy is a weakness, I watch you remove your gloves. Ash falls on your cufflinks like slow winter rain. You gamble with a straight face on other people's pain. Polka chips and rosaries clatter in your court. You toast to guilty pleasures with a hand around my throat. It's only make-believe. Kiss me slow like a loaded gun, golden cool in the morning sun. If ruin is the price of being seen, then let me fall to your velvet guillotine. The shadow on the staircase arrives before your name. You dance with every promise, then leave them in the rain. You trace a cross in cigarette smoke above my hungry chest. Call it absolution for the sins you haven't met. You whisper history is written by the last one left alive. I ask you what you're willing to keep buried to survive. You love me like a velvet guillotine, softest touch with a sharpened bleed. Lay my head where the roses used to be, and say it's only if Roulette is the price of being seen, then let me fall to your velvet guillotine. All the kings you've crowned in back homes end up underneath your heel. Every oath you swore in perfume smells like powder, smoke, and steel. Are you blessing me or cursing me? When you pull me to the light, you say love's just better dressed when it's wearing black and white.
Church bells on the river bring out for someone else. You pour another measure of your particular hell. Your smile is an indictment, framed in silver, framed in gold. You place it on my conscience like a story to be told. You say everyone's a weapon if you cut them clean in two. One side made for tenderness, the sharper side for you. You love me like a velvet guillotine, the sharpest touch with a sharpened bleed. Laid my head where the roses used to be, and say it's only make-believe. Kiss me slow like a loaded gun, cold and cruel in the morning sun. If ruin is the price of being seen, then let me fall to your velvet guillotine. So raise your past to beautiful crimes, to every saint return to steam. If I disappear between your lines, remember me in fever dreams. I'll haunt your halls like quiet steam, the final ghost of your velvet guillotine.
Dust in the mirror, fame in the cracks. She wears a crown made of whispers and ash. A desert siren, her voice breaks the night. The stars all dim, they can't match her light. Perfume of regret on a velvet breeze. Love's a mirage, it will bring you to knees. She dances on the edge where shadows are kings. A hymn of heartbreak the canyon still sings. She hums to the moon, and it hums back slow. Every spotlight burns, every rose will glow. Fame is a fire, it devours the soul. A blaze in the dark, but it swallows you whole. She traded her heart for a glittering name. Now the echoes just whisper her fame. Lovers like footprints erased by the sand. They hold her too tight, she slips through their hands. Her laughter's a wound, her smile's a knife. The cost of the dream was the price of a life. The vultures still circle, they covet a glow. A crown of thorns and the limelight's crucial. She kissed the horizon, it tasted of rust. Her beauty fades, but the hunger's robust.
Found you where the dead end road turns inland.
Cold dust on your fingers and your tongue. Every word like a match you held too long. Every laugh sounded like a loaded gun. Old bruise blooming underneath your collar. Cold tea on a table never clear. You said nothing ever really leaves here. Then you watched as the daylight disappeared. You're a river that climbs a mountain, breaking every rule I know, running backwards through the valley, dragging all my sins in tow. If the sky comes down, if the rocks give out, I'll still follow where you're bounding. You're the river, you're the river, you're the river that climbs a mountain. Bare feet on a tiles in some back kitchen, loose tile with the secrets underneath. You swear there's a map cut in the plaster, leading out past the hunger and the heat. Your hands on my face smelled of iron and smoke. You said trust me, love, we were cursed before we spoke. You're a river that climbs a mountain, breaking every rule I know, running backwards through the valley, dragging all my sins in tow. If the sky comes down, if the rocks give out, I'll still follow where you're bounding. You're the river, you're the river, you're the river that climbs the mountain. All that time I prayed for an answer, all that came were names on stones. All that fate poured into a glass, spilled red on your Sunday clothes. You just laughed, lit two for the road, said some man drown, some man float. Kissed my neck, whispered like a threat. Some man learn to breathe in the undertow.
You're a river that climbs the mountain, breaking every rule I know, running backwards through the valley,
Dragging all my sins in tow. If the sky comes down, if the rocks give out, I'll still follow where you're bounding. You're the river, you're the river, you're the river that climbs the mountain. Run me ragged, run me clean, scrape my name from everything. When they ask how I was found, say a river rose and dragged me up the ground. That climbs the mountain. That climbs the mountain.
were folding up my shirt on a chair that wasn't ours. Ashtray full of half-burned words, coffee gone to charcoal hours. There's a letter in the sink, ink bled out like cheap red wine. Every promise on the brink, still you said we'll be just fine. Happy life, after all, that's the line we carved into the wall. Through the gun smoke, through the fall, we keep saying there's a happy life after all. You stitched up my Sunday suit with a needle with your teeth. Said you'll come home, black-eyed brew with a laurel or a wreath. Hey, I kiss powder from your hand, smell the metal on your skin. Every saint here wears a brand, every prayer is paid in sin. Happy life, after all, that's the hymn they hum before the brawl. In the back room, down the hall, we keep swearing there's a happy life after all.
All these men in borrowed names, all these girls in funeral dresses. Every victory tastes like blame, every blessing leaves its message.
If the river doesn't rise, if the knife stays in the drawer, will you tie a trembling eye, still be wanting something more? Tell me, happy life, after all, that's the promise painted on the star. In the chapel, in the stall, faded letters say a happy life after all. I came home past closing time, boots like coffins on the floor. You were humming some old rhyme I had never heard before. You said I've been counting scars on your chest like crooked stars. If this is all the grace we get, I'll take it in a paper jar. Happy life, after all, is it mercy or a midnight draw? In the crack glass, hear it call, your voice saying there's a happy life after all. So hang my coat behind the door, turn the picture to the wall. We're the kind of hopeless poor who still believe in a happy life, a ragged little happy life, some broken haunted happy life after all. After all. They found me on the wrong side of a promise, hands burned from breaking every chain. Priest said, son, the curse is in your bloodline. I laughed and carved my name into his cane. You can taste it in the copper of the morning, old smoke in the lining of your coat. Every deal is a mirror in a hallway. Every sin wears your father's broken throat. I'm the loop breaker, knife in the gears, blood on the ledger, ghosts in my ears. If the story repeats, then I'm dying here. I'm the loop breaker, I'm the end of the line this year. Black river, running backwards through the coal fields, dead crows, like confession on the wire letter, folded twice inside my pocket, 3 words, like a tether around a pile. How many times did we hang from the same old rope? Same last drink, same last. How many sons wear the weight of their father's coat? Oh, I spit out the script, I cut the throat. I'm the loop breaker, knife in the gears, blood on the ledger, ghosts in my ears. If the story repeats, then I'm dying here. I'm the loop breaker, I'm the end of the line this year. They marched my brothers into foreign weather, same wet trench, same chip feather. I saw their faces in the tavern mirror, a dozen futures drawing nearer. I smashed the glass, let the floor drink fade, watched our faces separate. If damnation just a family trait, I'll burn the shop, I'll break the blade. Hey, I'm the loop breaker, knife in the gears, blood on the ledger, ghosts in my ears. If the story repeats, then I'm dying here. I'm the loop breaker, I'm the end of the line this year. So write this on the back of every gravestone, last page of a book that wouldn't close. He stood where the circle tried to tighten. He swore and he set it all in smoke. I'm the loop breaker, say it soft and clear. Loop breaker, let the dead all hear. If the blood keeps calling, I won't appear. I'm the loop breaker, and it ends right here. I'm the loop breaker, and it ends right here. came in slow, mud on your boots, ash in your hair, name on the news. Lanterns sway like they already knew. Every quiet word you spoke was a debt come due. You take my outlaw's breath, leave me hanging in your shadow, with your hand around my neck, like a prayer that turned to gallows. I should turn and ride, but you burn straight through my chest. I'm a wanted man, and you're my last outlaw's breath. Cards on the table, gum by the glass. You smile that smile, every kingdom cracks. You drew a line and spilled red wine across this love. Outlaw's breath. Judging my head, jury in black. Every sin I ever loved marching at my back. You kissed my scars, counted them slow. Said a man like you only learns by letting go. Dawn bled in on the chapel floor. Boot prints, blood prints out to the door. You wore white lace, stained to rust. I wore your name like a chain in the dust. Outlaw's breath. So light that match and bless this town. Every crooked rooftop, every burial ground. When they carve my sins on the courthouse step, they'll say he died. He died on an outlaw's breath.
Hello, eyes red, boots on the table. Don't ask, I said. Cards on the counter, ash on my coat. Bar girl tracing my wanted note. Old scars itching for one more wrong. You pour that poison, I'll hum my song. It's that ganja smoke move, slow and cruel, breathing like a sermon in this bag. I'll pick a side. It's that ganja smoke move, slow and cruel, breathing like a secret in this back room. I'm a dead man smiling, breaking the rule, dancing with the dead I can't undo. Yeah, that ganja smoke move, thick in the room. Every cent I sold, paid in smoking gold. Every name I stole, tattooed on my soul. If the devil's deal comes due tonight, let him pull a chair, pour a drink, sit tight. It's that ganja smoke move, slow and cruel, hanging like a halo where the saints lose. I'm your last bad habit, stuck in your tooth, grinning in the mirror when you face truth. Yeah, that ganja smoke move, thick as a gloom. Match flares, eyes meet, two guns, one beat, smoke curls round you. If I fall, I grin, you're falling too.
Underneath the ganja moonlight, shadows dance, they twist and fight. Freedom whispers in the wind tonight. Barefoot steps on the broken stone. Every mile takes me further from home, but I'm lighter, lighter than I've ever known. The stars, they hum a quiet tune, calling me, calling you. Ganja moonlight, hold me tight, guide me through this endless night. I'm chasing dreams, I'm chasing sky. Let the world fade, let me ride. The horizon pulls like a silent prayer. Every mile whispers I was never there. A fading sun, a restless tune. Stars will rise, I'll follow the moon. Whispers in the wind, calling my name. Freedom's a fire, it's a burning flame. I'm not lost, I'm unchained. Whispers in the wind, I'll never be tamed. A suitcase packed with broken dreams. Towns roll by like old movie scenes. Neon lights flicker, motel haze. But my heart's alive in these runaway days. A fleeting ghost, the shadows fly. I'm the echo that fades into the night. Whispers in the wind, calling my name. Freedom's a fire, it's a burning flame. I'm not lost, I'm unchained. Whispers in the wind, I'll never be tamed.
Blue heel on the table, ash burns through the wood. Cards curl at the edges, dealer grins like he knows I would. Take the wrong hand, wrong turn, chase that slow burn sin. Every lawman in this border town got my face carved in their skin. I'm an outlaw in my own skin. Bad habit, heartbeat dragging me in. Can't run from the rust on my halo. Can't wash off the dust in the wind. I'm an outlaw in my own skin. Yeah, past keeps pulling me in. If the devil had a hometown, this is it. And I'm right back there again. Bottle on the nightstand, lipstick on the rim. She said she'd wait till winter. I never trusted the thought of him. Gun oil on my finger from a life I never chose. But every quiet church door feels colder than the gallows road. Whoa, I'm an outlaw in my own skin. Bad habit, heartbeat dragging me in. Can't run from the rust on my halo. Can't wash off the dust in this wind. I'm an outlaw in my own skin. Yeah, the past keys
this iron down tonight? Would the ghost still call my name? Tell me if I finally turned and faced the light, would I miss the weight of shame? Yeah, cause it's quiet in the daylight, but it screams when the bar shuts down, and I'm stitched to the shadows of this crooked little town. I'm an outlaw in my own skin. Yeah, bad habit, heartbeat dragging me in. Can't run from the rust on my halo. Can't wash off the dust in this wind. I'm an outlaw in my own skin. Yeah, the past keeps pulling me in. If the devil had a hometown, this is it. And I'm right back there. Right back. I'm an outlaw in my own skin. Last drag, last deal, last grin. Yeah. If the good Lord's keeping score on me, He knows I do it all again.
Ash in my whiskey, card stuck to my hand. Dealer's got a dead man's smile, like he's part of the plan. Boot prints on the table, blood baked in the floor. Even the piano's out of tune, like it's heard this all before. Spin that fire roulette, let the smoke decide my debt. Got a kiss from the cold, cold barrel pressed right up to my neck. Yeah, I dance with the dark I met. Every step a loaded bed. If I walk out of here by daylight, you ain't seen my shadow yet. She leans in the doorway, matches on her tongue. I say, baby, don't be brave, but the night wants me young. Crowd hums like a beehive, waiting on the sting. Every outlaw here keeps quiet till they hear the metal ring. Spin that fire roulette, let the smoke decide my debt. Got a kiss from the cold, cold barrel pressed right up to my neck. I keep flirting with the silhouette of every ghost I ain't met. If I walk out of here by daylight, you ain't seen my shadow yet. Tell the barkeep, keep my sea warm. If this chamber turns on me, tell the preacher, save his breath. I was born to misbelieve. Tell my brother, keep my boots. They remember where I've been. I was raised to shake that trigger, like I'm shaking hands with sin. Spin that fire roulette, let the smoke decide my debt. Got a kiss from the cold, cold barrel pressed right up to my neck. Yeah, I gamble what I got left on one more borrowed breath. If I walk out of here by daylight, you ain't seen my shadow yet.
gunpowder on my tongue. If the clear comes soft and empty, then my night's just begun.
Off a wanted sign, stole your laugh, left the warning behind. Silver tongue, blackjack smile. He says pick a card, pick a side, pick a style. Blueprints bleeding through the sawdust floor, names carved quiet in the back room door. He shuffles lies like cheap old steel, says what you want, what you worth, what's the deal? Is he a joker or a dealer? Saint or stealer? Gun on the table, hand on your heart, you can't tell the trick from the art. Is he a savior or a killer? Cold blood thriller, you blink once and suddenly you're all in on a marked deck of prayer. Smoke curls slow from a split cigar. He knows your sins by the shape of your scars. Laughs too long then leans in close, whispers honors just a habit you chose. He's got a ring from a dead man's town, turns it round when the stakes go down. Eyes that say I've been here before, I lose a little piece each war I score. Is he a joker or a dealer? Saint or stealer? Gun on the table, hand on your heart, you can't tell the trick from the art. Is he a savior or a killer? Corn flip drifter, you hold breath and pray he'll be kind while he's reading the cards in your mind. He says I ain't cruel, I'm just a mirror. You don't like me, you want it clearer. Every choice you tried to bury, walked in here and learned to carry. So choose your poison, pick your chair. Every king needs his cross to bear. He wears the crown of rust and sin, and you can never tell where he ends, you begin. Is he a joker or a dealer? Saint or stealer? Gun on the table, hand on your heart, you can't tell the trick from the art. Is he a savior or a killer? A last shot thriller, you cash out, but blood's in the air, still hooked on that outlaw stare. Cards on the counter, ash in your drink, you walk out slow, but you still can't think. Was it luck, was it love, was it fear, or did you bet your soul on a joker dealer?
Found your name in the back room ledger, reading 2 lines through my own. You were laughing with the saints and the debtors while the barkeep watered down the hole. You said everybody's guilty of something, silver on your teeth when you spoke. I watched your shadow crawling on the ceiling like I knew which neck to choke. the killer? Is it the hand or the plan in the mirror? Hey! Who pulls the trigger when every saint's got a stain on their finger? Raise your glass to the last poor sinner, dressed in black like a Sunday winter. Who is the killer? Point at me, I'll point back at you. Deal cards like a crooked confession, palm scar, but your shirt's still clean. You trade grace for a side street blessing, loose talk, cheap smoke, morphine. You say justice wears a borrowed halo, leans drunk on a lamppost. I see truth in the gleam of your waistcoat and the dust on your daddy's soul. Who is the killer? Is it the lie or the quiet ass clearer? Who pulls the trigger when every vow leaves a crack in the mirror? Sing along for the last town sinner, chalk out lines on a saint's old dinner. Who is the killer? You. Maybe it's the boy on the altar rail, practicing a steady stare. Maybe it's the girl with the poison veil, hiding all that razored hair. Maybe it's the priest with a pocket watch, counting every wasted breath. Or the man in a glass with the same old face, smiling like he owns your death. Yeah. Who is the killer? Is it the hand or the plan in the mirror? Who pulls the trigger when every saint's got a stain on their finger? Raise your glass to the last poor sinner, dressed in black like a Sunday winter. Who is the killer? Point at me, I'll point back at you. Toast the ghost, let the candles shiver. Every oath just a loaded cure. Who is the killer? Guess we're all just waiting for our cue.
I left my shadow in the canyon dust. Faded towns, they're made of rust. The sky was burning, my heart was too. I chased the wind, it whispered you. Every mile a secret lost, every breath a line I crossed. lights my skin. The radio hums like a long lost friend. Stars are holes where the past leaks through, but the road ahead is a brighter blue. Dust in the wind, a crimson sky. Boots on the gravel, the devil rides by. Whispers of a name, sharp as a blade. Saints pray in silence, but the sinners stay. A shadow moves slow, a fire in her eyes. She's a saint, she's a sinner, she's a reason they die. Saints and sinners ride tonight, through the fire, through the fight. Lust burns like a funeral pyre. Saints fall down, but the sinners rise higher. The banjo twangs, the 808 growls. Her hips swing slow, the wolves start to howl. Gold in her hand, blood on her tongue. A kiss like a gunshot when the night was young. Shadows keep moving, the moon turns red. She's a saint, she's a sinner, she's a voice in your head. Saints and sinners ride tonight, through the fire, through the fight. Lust burns like a funeral pyre. Saints fall down, but the sinners rise higher.
Buttoned up bruiser in a thrift store suit. Lipstick stain on his collar like a backstreet bruise. Cigarette halo, crooked little crown. He deals in favors in the blacked out part of town. He says, pick a card, darling, any old sin, palm full of secrets, silver on his bin, and laugh like you're harmless, hand on his lapel. You don't always laugh, the sounds a lot like hell. You just smoke on the backlot, baby, hey, then call it a camouflage. He'll make you feel like the only way out is the long walk into the crash. You think you're holding the Joker, honey, but he stabbed the deck in the dark. You keep betting with borrowed money on a man with a cold blank heart. It moves like Sunday through a shut-down bar. Boots on the counter, humming to the scars. Quiet boy smile in a sinner's frame. Tattooed prayer on his knuckles, misspelled name. You drink a halo for a half-warm drink. He sells you futures that are gone in a bank. He kisses questions onto your throat, walks you home talking like he wrote your note. You just smoke on the backlot, baby, then call it a camouflage. He'll make you feel like the only way out is the long walk into the crash. You think you're holding the Joker, honey, but he stabbed you back in the dark. You keep betting with borrowed money on a man with a cold black heart. Tell me, do you love him? Or the way the world bends when he says you're lame? Is it him you're chasing? Or the slow stinking of a losing game? He never looks back at the blast behind, just adjust his tie, leave the scene in your mind. You're left counting teeth on the floor like pearls while he's halfway to the next poor girl. Crumpled up matches in your bedroom tray, grind out chances from a long lost day. It's ghost in the mirror, a button in your coat. You mount his lies like a favorite quote. Down at the racetrack, they still call his bluff, but he walks through the smoke like it's not enough. You're in the stands, but you're shaking hands, wearing that ring he stole off a better man. You just smoke on the backlot, baby, then gone in a camouflage. Make you feel like the only way out is the long walk into the crash. You think you're holding the Joker, honey, but he stacked the deck in the dark. You keep betting with borrowed money on a man with a cold black heart. One day you'll see on a passing train, face in the glass, still playing the same game. You'll touch your throat where it's promised to stay and smile like your valet took your cards away. Yeah. watching a half-smoke plan. You trace circles on the back of the bar. You say, pick a side, pick a sin, pick a scar. I said, deal the cards, let's see who we are. Coats on hooks like loaded guns. Names we stole, come taste on my tongue. If we go down, we go sharp, not slow. You lean in quiet, say ready, then don't let go. Let's play in the dark. Keep your halo off, make a move, make a mark. Let the daylight scarf. If the house burns down, we can blame the spark. You kiss my throat and say your turn. Let's play in the dark. Trouble like a tailored suit. Boots on marble echo through my chest. You say, love's just dead, dressed up as a dare. I say, fine, run the bill, we'll pay with the rest. Street lamp saints all looking away. Ash on your lip, blood on my name. If we get caught, we'll just call it art. You draw a heart, then you tear it apart. Let's play in the dark. Keep your halo off, make a move, make a mark. Let the daylight scarf. If the house burns down, we can blame the spark. You kiss my throat and say your turn. Let's play in the dark. Oh yeah. You say, pick a future, any future. All of them ending like this. Smoke in our lungs, choir in our heads, hands on each other's wrists. We could run, or we could run this town instead. Flip the coin, leave it spinning on the bed. Let's play in the dark. Keep your halo off, make a move, make a mark. Let the daylight scarf. If the house burns down, we can blame the spark. You kiss my throat and say your turn. Let's play in the dark. Last call's ringing like a warning bell. You say one more game, then we'll learn to behave. I laugh. If we ever learn, that's when we lose. We walk out slow, like we own the grave. Boots on the bar, ash in my drink. Name on their list, blood in the sink. Devil keeps time with the crack in my grin. Cards on the table, I'm all in. Smoke in my lungs, brass on the floor. Heaven's upstairs, I'm stuck at the door. Every man's praying, every saint's sinned. I was born a wild ride against the wind. Wild ride against the wind. Wild ride against the wind. Hold on. Teeth on the nail, I don't bend. If I burn, then I burn like this. Black coat, cold fist, hard kiss. Oh. Wild ride against the wind. So strong. Wrong kind of ride in my veins again. If I fall, then I fall as king. Crown made of rust and ring. Oh. Still red from the last bad town. Gunmetal rain trying to wash me down. Name on her lips like a near miss shot. She said you leave, but you never forgot. I walk that line where the halo slips. Bleed tastes sweet on a liar's lips. Each step closer to the hole I've been, but I laugh, I light up, breathe it in. The wind, hold on, teeth on the nail, I don't bend. If I
rust and rain. Oh. They drew a line in the dust, said, boy, you had enough. I kissed the ground, tasted rust, smiled and tightened up my cuffs. Hey, every sin, every scar, every cheap bed placed, all the ghosts in my glass that I've had to face. If the reaper wants to dance, let him take my hand, but I lead, oh, I lead, wild ride against the wind. Hold on, teeth on the nail, I don't bend. If I burn, then I burn like this. Black coat, cold fist, hard kiss. Wild ride against the wind. So strong, wrong kind of ride in my veins again. If I fall, then I fall as king. Crown made of rust and ring. Wild ride against the wind, still I ride against the wind.
You said, dress warmer, it's cold outside. Pull my collar up, swallow my pride. Boot prints filling with frozen rain. Every step spelling out your name. Barroom door on a busted hinge. Smoke-stained saints on the window fringe. Your wanted poster curling brown. Same old shadow over the same old town. Dress warmer, it's cold outside. Wind keeps cutting where the truth once lied. You deal the cards, I load the gun. We both keep running from what we've done. If I come back, will I survive or just haunt your bed like a buried crime? Dress warmer, it's cold outside, and your mercy's running dry. You keep secrets in a coffee can. Rust red letters in a stranger's hand. I found my face on the second page. Shot in the dark by the lies you gave. Tell me, darling, do you pray for me or for the devil that you'd rather be? Oh, dress warmer, it's cold outside. Wind keeps cutting where the truth once lied. You deal the cards, I load the gun. We both keep running from what we've done. If I come back, will I survive or just haunt your bed like a buried crime? Dress warmer, it's cold outside, and your mercy's running dry. I wore your jacket like a borrowed skin. Smelled of whiskey, ashes, other sins. You said, girl, don't wait, this road ain't kind. Then you kissed my mouth and you robbed me blind. Hey. Now the church bells ring, they don't ring for us. Just toll for the bodies they couldn't trust. I light one match for the love we burn. Watch it fall, never look, never learn. Dress warmer, it's cold outside. Snow on the gallows and the judge's smoke of yesterday.
Moonlight drips red on the alley stones, whispers of secrets where the devil roams. Heart like a match striking fire to bone. Can't turn back now, can't turn back now. Chained to the rhythm of a sinner's hymn, blood in the water where the sharks swim. Every step pulls me deeper in. Scarlet nights, they burn my skin. Lust and lies, they pull me in. The fire won't stop, it feeds within. Scarlet nights, let the games begin. Smoke curls like a ghost from your lips. Venom in your smile, it stings, it grips. Shadows fall heavy where the truth rips. I taste the sin, I taste the sin. Cracks in the mirror show a fractured face. A queen of vengeance in a throne of lace. This hunger devours every trace. Scarlet nights, they burn my skin. Lust and lies, they pull me in. The fire won't stop, it feeds within. Scarlet nights, let the games
Smoke in my throat, ticket in my hand, half torn. Boots full of road dust, Bible in the gutter by the door. Your name on the window, written where my breath runs cold. God shouts last call, and I swear I hear your voice in the cold.
Last train out of Eden, running from the blood on my hands. I left you at the crossing, heart still nailed to that timber and sand. If I close my eyes, I see you in the glass and the guns in the rain. Last train out of Eden, and I carry your ghost on this chain. Card game in the corner, every man here hiding from a name. One wears a dead man's ring, one hums a hymn he can't explain. I keep my head low, shadow stitched tied to my jaw. I've buried 3 good brothers and 1 bad law. Last train out of Eden, running from the blood on my hand. I left you at the crossing, heart still nailed to that timber and sand.
If I close my eyes, I see you in the glass and the guns and the rain. Last train out of Eden, and I carry your ghost on this chain. We were kids in the wheat fields, you swore the sky could bend for us. I swore I'd never kneel, only ever answer to my own dust. Then the bishop blessed the bullet, sheriff carved my warrant in the oak. He kissed my crooked knuckles, said, come back clean or don't come home. Lanterns over Black Rock Town, falling backwards into sleep. I see your pale blue ribbon on the station bench, folded neat. The boy reads the headline, my face in ink, a wanted sin. He looks up straight through me, like he knows what I've done, where I've been. There's a prayer stuck in my tea, taste of whiskey, copper and fear. If I ever see you again, will I stand or just disappear? Last train out of Eden, run from the blood on my hands. I left you at the crossing, heart still nailed to that timber and sand. If I close my eyes, I see you in the glass and the guns and the rain. Last train out of Eden, and I carry your ghost on this chain. Steel screams under moonlight, river flashing silver like a blade. I see a black horse pacing, keeping time with every mile we gain. Justice wears a bright badge, vengeance wears your Sunday dress. I'm caught between the two of you, ash on my tongue, dirt on my chest. Last train out of Eden, running from the blood on my hands. I left you at the crossing, heart still nailed to that timber and sand. If I close my eyes, I see you in the glass and the guns in the rain. Last train out of Eden, and I carry your ghost on this chain. Train slows at the siding, dawn like a bruise on the land. I step down boots first, still shaking, still half of a man. There you are by the trackside, coat pulled tight against the cold. You touch the iron at my wrist, say lay it down and come back home. Last train out of Eden, he says, and house pulls away. I drop the iron and the dust, follow your shadow through the grave.
Night's got claws that scratching my skin. Heat in the swamp breeze, fire within. Tiger eyes watching sharp through the reeds.
on slow, shadows stretch and grow. Swamp tiger prowling near, lust and sin, I taste the fear. Swamp tiger, don't you lie, love's a snare, I'll make you cry. But beneath feet slick like the sea,